There's a true science behind every suit that comes out of Murray and Tillman custom clothiers. From fabric textures, original pattern designs, and precise hand stitching, two men are continuing the tradition of dressing well and reviving the craft of custom tailoring. Ken Murray and Thomas Tillman Jr. are the names behind the customized menwear that comes from their newly opened storefront on Germantown Avenue. Friends, family, and clients help the men celebrate their store launching, which showcase classic trends and new age style.
I started sewing in 1975. I took tailoring at Germantown High School, and then I pursued another vocational school, a craft school of tailoring, which was downtown, Vine at the time. And I went there for 2 years, and I received a tailoring degree. What initially started me was actually the lack of money and the lack of clothing. And I never really didn't really give it a lot of thought until, when I was in high school, one of my classmates came to me. He saw some of the clothes that I was wearing, and he wanted me to make some garments for him, some pants actually. And I said, no, I can't. I'm just doing it for myself. And one day he came to school. He had pattern, he had fabric, he had thread, zipper. So he forced my hand. And that was my first customer.
Started a little later. Well, I was about 91, 90. My great-grandmother was a tailor. She made all my great-grandfather clothes. My mother also, she could sew, crochet, and everything. I met a guy, Dwayne T, who's now deceased. He was made proms. We call him the prom king. Real good at what he did. Later on, I met Mr. Kenny, to my right. Taught me a lot. But I was doing t-shirts prior to that. And that, did his own little thing, but then I got involved with another gentleman, Gilbert Holden, taught me pattern making, how to make clothes. Then it evolved. Me and Kenny came together, and this is what you have here.
Oh, this is wonderful. You know what, for us who live and breathe this is a great accomplishment, because there's so many of us who you never hear about, who are in their homes or in their basements, just trying to make it. But when you get a chance like this, special African-American male, this is awesome.
I think what Kenny is bringing to the table is giving people some original ideas of dressing up again. And we really need to start dressing up again. People don't dress up anymore. They don't have, everybody's wearing the same jeans and sneakers and logos and all that kind of stuff.
When I was younger, me and Thomas, when we went to the hall, the mosque, the church, wherever you went, you had to be dressed. It starts at the workplace, because normally most of the people who still dress have to dress for work. Not say suit and tie, but a shirt and a pair of pants. When you kind of change that aesthetic, it kind of falls in place.
Is this a good business to be in right now?
Well, I would say yes, because tailors are becoming a little extinct in Philadelphia. There still are a lot of people that still rely on tailors. I think from what we have to offer and the name that we've established, I think we still will do well.
Probably known Thomas for a little over a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Was introduced to him several years ago, but we reconnected. When he made my first garment, he asked me to be his walking business card. So he actually had a pair of pants made specifically for me. Wore them, loved them, and have been utilizing him ever since.
Why do you keep coming back?
The quality, the customer service, and the integrity that he offers. The quality of the material that he gives you, that he makes for you, is second to none. So as a result, I get a lot of compliments, and that's what keeps me coming back.
I think it's great. I think, like I said, it's a dying art, because it's not because the art isn't there, but we're not passing along. He can tell you that the hardest thing for us was that getting information from older tailors. Ken Murray, his partner here, he shared information. A few guys who shared information, but a lot of the older guys, I guess because they didn't share information back then. But it helped the art to kind of slowly lose its flavor, because if you don't pass on, how can you get the knowledge?
I think that our young people could use something other than working in department stores and, learn a craft. We went to craft school of fashion design. Our whole idea was we wanted to dress the world in our and our design and when our logo and all that kind of stuff. And I think it's some young people come to me today and they say, "You still sew?" I say, "Yeah." They say, I have an idea. You know, so I think the trade is a dying trade, but we're bringing it back. And Kenny has sparked the light back in that culture of custom tailoring.
Trinae Nuri, Philadelphia Tribune.